St. Peter's friends, it's Amy. I'm outside in my backyard enjoying the wonderful weather. I thought that we could be here every week now and see the changes in my tree behind me. We're going to do some planting, so we're outside for that reason as well. So the next unit we're doing is called An Illustrated Compassion, Learning to Love Like God. For the next 12 weeks, we'll be talking about compassion. So what is compassion? It literally means to suffer together. It's the feeling that arises when you are confronted with someone else's suffering and you feel motivated to help them go through that suffering. So it's different than pitying someone. It's more of an action word because you want to help the person that's suffering. I think of it as love in action. So there's many ways to think about compassion, many images. In the song we're going to learn later today, the words in the song are based on a Bible passage, and they talk about clothing yourself in compassion. So putting it on like a warm coat every day before we go out into the world and deal with other people and creatures. It's how we relate to the world. And another image I found was in this book by the Dalai Lama that I got for Fiona. It's called The Seed of Compassion. So I thought I would read a little bit. The Dalai Lama says that we're all born with this seed of compassion within ourselves, and we have to nurture it throughout our lives, just as we would a plant that we have to feed and water. So I'm just going to read a little bit of it. There are many simple ways to bring more happiness to the world. There's Dalai Lama. And here's the kids. But you already know that. What you must do now is protect and nurture this seed. When someone disagrees with you, rather than think they are mistaken, you must ask, why might they feel this way? When someone is scowling or upset or hurt, you could busy yourself with your own concerns, or you could ask, what might I do to help them? These questions may not come immediately, but just as you gradually learn to read, swim, or play an instrument, you can build compassion day by day. And even when you slip and don't make the compassionate choice, tomorrow presents the opportunity for you to try again. So there's all the kids practicing, nurturing their seed. And I love the idea that we always have more chances to practice, even if we don't get it right all the time. And to illustrate this idea of compassion like a seed, Fiona and I are going to plant some bulbs today, and we're going to water them every week and watch them grow. And I really hope by the end of the 12 weeks, we're going to have some flowers. So I'm going to get Fiona to help me now. Okay, so here we are. Fiona's got the bulbs. And here's our container. And this is what the flowers are supposed to look like. So let's take a bulb out. It's already got a nice little sprout on it. We want it down 3 inches. So here we go. Let's dig. 3 inches. Sprout up. And cover. There we go. Here's another one, Fiona. I'll dig, you put it in. 1, 2. Here's another one, Fiona. 3. It's probably too many for this, but I want to make sure that we have some flowers. So, sprout side up, 3 inches. 2 more. Take it, Fiona. There you go. I'll dig you a hole. And in. And help me put the soil over. There we go. And one more right here. Okay. Lots of sprouts on this one. So I'm really hopeful we're going to get lots of nice flowers. nice and deep, and cover it up. Okay. Thank you, Fiona. And now we're going to water. Here we go. Not too hard. Not too hard. There we go. Great. Thank you for helping, Fiona. Okay, now we've planted our bulbs. So, along with tending our bulbs every week, I thought every week we could do a practice together, meditation practice called metta practice. And metta means loving kindness. It's a way to bring love to ourselves first, then to people we know, and then to the whole world. That's a big job, but we can do it. So, first we put our hands on our hearts, like they did in our picture book, and we start with ourselves because we need to love ourselves before we can love anybody else, right? And it's not always easy to do, so we do it first for ourselves. So you can repeat after me the words or think them while you're meditating. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. Now think of someone you know, someone you care about. Picture them in your mind. Picture yourself sending this love and compassion to them. Repeat after me. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. And last, we try to picture everyone in the whole world and send love to them, saying or thinking these words. May all be filled with loving kindness. May all be safe from inner and outer dangers. May all be well in body and mind. May all be at ease and happy. Great. So our story today is from Genesis 18, verses 1 to 8. It was a hot afternoon. Abraham was sitting at the entrance of his tent near the oak trees when God appeared to him. Here's how it happened. Abraham looked up and saw 3 men standing nearby. He ran out to meet them and bowed and said, "Please don't just pass by. Let water be brought. Wash your feet. Rest for a while here under the tree. I'll bring bread and you rest. And then you can pass on. Since you have come here, I'll serve you." And they said, "Do it." He hurried into the tent and told Sarah, "Get your best flour and knead it, and make cakes." He then ran to their herd of animals, chose a tender calf, and gave it to the servant who prepared it for the guests. Abraham brought all the food they had prepared and set it before the guests. He stayed close by under the trees while they ate. Providing food and drink to their guests is central to this story about hospitality. Hospitality is a word we're going to talk more about in Spirit Quest too. But it means the act of being friendly and welcoming to guests and visitors. In this story, Abraham and Sarah were showing hospitality to God in the form of people they didn't even know. It's much easier to welcome people that we already know, isn't it? Especially if those people came to our house. In non-COVID times, of course. Maybe some of you have helped out with the out of the cold dinners. I have. And I've noticed that Miss Anne and Miss Jillian, when they talk about the homeless people or the less fortunate, that come to the dinners, they refer to them as our guests. And they want to make sure that they are comfortable and well fed. And we are encouraged to talk to them about how they're doing. We don't treat them like they're lesser than us. And that's really the key to both hospitality and compassion. To see others as ourselves and to share in both their joy and their suffering. So let's have a prayer before we go. Dear God, thank you for Abraham and Sarah and the ways they teach us to be compassionate by caring for people we may not even know. Help us to show your love for others through our hospitality by giving generously of what we have. Amen.